What is happening, people? We are back for another Maida Villa match. Today we are playing away at Ashmore Academy against Shentree Athletic in the league, looking here to grab 3 points. But before we do that and start the game, let's have a look at the lineup today, sponsored by Kensal Green Company. Today we've got Kieran in between the sticks, hoping to keep out any of the shots. The back four gonna have Alexi, Ruben, Adam and Kyle. In the midfield, just ahead of them, we've got Stavros making his first start for the Maida Villa, and Romeo, and leading the line we've got Danny, Wayne and Pedro, led by Leicester. Let's have a little look at the subs as well. On the subs we've got Ahmed, we've got Ant, Kaz, Rui, and to finish it off we've got Tay. So a strong starting lineup, an even stronger bench. And yeah, I mean, I can't lie, I took a bit too long with the camera here, so we're already into the game and the camera's getting popped up, but no worry, we have not missed any of the action so far. Furthermore, I think we're about to see some action real early on. I don't mean to spoil anything, but yeah, a bit of context again. I always love to give a bit of context going into these games. Shentree, I believe, were one of the better sides in the league. I think at the time in the table they were pretty high up there, so we're going to go into this game with the mindset of they're going to be a very difficult game, and we need to be playing out our very best if we want to take 3 points here. And taking 3 points here is what we obviously want to do, because it makes winning the league, if we are going to do that, a lot easier. Anyway, a minute 30, obviously nothing too much is happening, but a bit of battling there. Leicester finds himself winning this duel on the left side with his weak foot or strong foot, I still need to ask him. Plays a beautiful ball into the middle, and look who's there. Pedro with all the space in the world. We're 2 minutes in and the Villa are already up 1-0. Great goal. Leicester fighting as he always does, putting that real fight out there on the left side, wins the duel, finds a bit of space and plays in a lovely cross. We're going to see it again here. That's what I'm talking about. Then number 5 just gets bullied. Leicester puts in a beautiful ball and Pedro comes in with no danger, no one covering him, and slots it home to make it 1-0 to the Villa early on. Great start from the boys, absolutely sublime play, and again it all comes down from that work rate. That's what makes us, you know, truly the team we are. It's all about work rate. And again, off the rip, they've taken a goal kick and they've taken a kick off and we've won the ball back straight away. And of course, we've got Kieran and goaltending instead of Ivan. So we know with Kieran, what we get from the keeping position is great distribution. So we're looking out throughout this whole game for Kieran to be pinging those passes from afar and, you know, picking people out like a sniper in a war. Yeah, Adam as well. Love to see Adam starting games. One of the youngest. I think he may be the youngest. It's either him or Leicester. One or two. But anyway, we always love to see some of the young boys playing. No, Dawood's actually the youngest. But nevertheless, always love to see Adam. He always puts in a shift, plays with his heart on his sleeve, and that's the DNA we're starting to develop a bit now. And look at this again. The big man at the back getting pressurized by Leicester. The boys are just on it 24/7. That ball's passed and you got someone on him, and look at that. Kyle with his pressure forces a mistake out of Shentree, and the ball's won back from the boys. This is what we need. Constant work rate. Constant high work rate. Putting in that effort. Great touch from Danny. Finds himself in a great spot. A little bit of Leicester pops a shot off and forces an absolute blind of a save from the keeper. You have to applaud the keeper there. He's done an amazing job to somehow save that there. There's not many times, you know, in those situations you're saving a Leicester shot. But anyway, 4 minutes 30, the big man does go down. Ant's shouting in the background of Sunday League, mate. You better get up. You better get up, mate. Anyway, a bit of danger now. Ball is lost and they are on the counter-attack. We saw last game. And look at this from Adam. This is what I'm talking about. The Turkish delight doing it right. Comes in sliding like a Turkish warrior. Let's have a look at this again. I have to show a replay for this. Look at that from Adam. We love that. I know Adam's going to be loving that watching this. Honestly. A few years time you're going to see Adam with a little Turkish icon card. 99 slide tackling. He loves a good slide tackle, Adam. But this is what I'm talking about. The distribution from Kieran. Pings on far. And again, that touch from Leicester, by the way, was insane. Anyway, 14 minutes in. Goal kick goes and it gets rolled on to the right side. Kyle and Romeo are going to be playing some nice football. They just pass it nice and simple. With Stavros as well in the mix. Look at this. This is just beautiful football. Two-touch football. Moving the ball with composure, with comfortability. And just making sure there's always an option. So you don't let one of the boys in a stick situation. Ruben, he loves this ball. Pinging it off to the side. Just kept out. But again, look at the work rate. Danny and Wayne on it. No way out, says the gaffer. And the ball's won. It falls to Leicester. It finds Danny in the middle. Oh, and Danny, he pulls the trigger. But just a bit too much on it. And it flies over the bar. 23rd minute now. Shentree have a free kick. He floats it in to the big man. And forces a great save. That was a great save from Kieran. Great save. This is another thing we'll talk about as well. This guy, this number 14, I believe, Shentree Athletic, is a giant. Like, he makes Wayne look small, and Wayne's a giant on our team. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to look out for that in the future. Wayne's probably gonna have to be, you know, being on him. But listen, I don't really care how tall the guy is. If he's got a deal with Wayne, he's got a problem. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, just under the 30-minute mark now. The boys have been putting the majority of the pressure on the opposing team. It's been quite a physical game, but I'd say that so far we've been the better team. Been forcing the, you know, asking the questions. But they're in a good position. But look at that from Kyle. These are things that a lot of players don't get appreciated for. Defensive work there. Kyle could have strolled back, took his time, but he came back and dealt with the problem. Look at this little goalkeeper antics from Kieran. A little through the legs backwards. We love that. And the boys again so composed from the back. Lovely turn from Wayne there. Kyle's going to find him again. And that was Bergkamp-esque from the Arsenal fan Wayne himself. Wowee. Wowee. Honestly, Wayne, for a big man, you sure move. You sure move. Anyway, one of our players is fouled, but ref has called advantage. Leicester and Alexi working so well. Alexi's found his way through. And again, a great save from the keeper. This keeper, again, keeping his team in it. He pulled out a blind of a save against Leicester, and he's done an even better job there to stop us from going 2-0 up early on. And again, we always know when Ruben's on the ball, he may be a centre-back, but his passing ability is sublime, and he will always be looking for those floaters into the danger areas. But just under 40-minute mark now. And Kieran, he says, have it from the lines. Making sure that they can't cause any problems. That's what we've got to do now, because we do not want to concede before the half. Going into the half, leading in going into the half is obviously always a massive plus. And the ref thought that was obviously a foul. But yeah, Kieran's on the goal kick. Played it a bit short to Kyle. And this number 2 is causing Kyle a bit of problems. There's not really any... Wow. Do you know what? Fair enough. What a finish. Kyle didn't really have any options there. You know, he kind of got backed into a corner. The possibility of kicking out for maybe a throw-on could have been on there. But, you know, with us, we're always trying to play football. And that is the half-time 1-1, sponsored by Golden Scissors. I mean, yeah, strong half from the boys. I think maybe just the last 10 minutes there may have trailed off a bit. Maybe got a little bit complacent. And Shentree Athletic have found their way back into this game. But no problem, no issue. We have another 45 minutes of beautiful football to be played. And I'm sure a lot of goals will be scored there. Because this season, if you haven't seen the videos, go check them out. Because we have been scoring left, right and centre. A lot of them being put in by this man himself, who's pressing the ball now. Leicester, what an addition to this team he's been, by the way. I can't stop talking about it enough. I don't know how many times I've given that guy man of the match, because he's just scoring hat tricks and assists. It's crazy. His goals and assists for us this season, it's been insane. Anyway, the boys doing so well, and Alexi, he's probably going to drive, because that's what he does. Alexi basically an F1, you know, race at this point, bro, because all he does is drive and drive again. And I mean, that's got to be a yellow card, surely, ref. Shentree Athletic got a few UFC fighters in the ranks. What is that about? Stavros has just, you know, just got past him, and the guy's just grabbed him and thrown him to the floor. Yellow card's got to be given out there, ref, surely. Surely. It's got to be yellow. And he's calling Stavros over. Okay, he's calling them both over. We're going to speak to him and be like, listen, boys, let's chill out a bit. And the ref's given the free kick to Shentree Athletic. The player's just hit him with a clothesline. Stavros has literally just been hit with a chokeslam from hell. and they've been given a free kick. I don't know. Listen, refs right if the refs right in it. That's just how football works. But in my opinion, I think that's the wrong call. But anyway, great turn from Leicester. The big man's on him though, and Pedro's found his way with the pace, and another massive save from their keeper again. That's the third one now that he's made, and Leicester just can't get enough on it with the studs. Romeo plays the ball into Danny, and Danny's just going to be composed there. Lays it off to Kyle. Kyle does well there. Makes it look easy. And Adam's going to find Wayne in the middle. Wayne's got a few options there into Ruben. Ruben's going to find Kyle, and Kyle shouted no, he did not want that there. But he's still done well enough with it anyway. Well done, Wayne. Look at this. One thing I love about Danny is Danny's urge to, really get in there, get in the mix, and not make things easy for the opponents is something I love about Danny, if I have to be honest. He's a very good footballer, technically gifted, but he also does put in the hard work. Let him get him back there. Love that. Makes the game very easy for the villains. And look at this again. Kyle defensively, offensively, great. He's really found, his stride at this right back position. He's been amazing for the Villa this season, honestly. Yes, Danny does a great job. Bit of miscommunication there from Pedro and Kyle. I think they were both expecting the other to get the ball. But look at this. The fight from Danny. This is exactly what I was talking about. Look at this. Pedro does so well here. Oh, the little cute flick from Danny. It goes to Leicester. He goes around the keeper. And it's 2-1 to Maida Villa. What an amazing goal. And it all starts from the man I was just speaking about, Danny. I was talking about his technical brilliance, but I was also talking about his work rate and his want to actually approach the players and win the ball back. That hunger. Something that's in the DNA of these Maida Villa players this season. There's been a big reason. Look at this again. Does so well to get the ball. Plays into Pedro, and Pedro does so well here. Patience, waits. The ball's fed into Danny, and this is the technical brilliance I'm talking about. A nice little cute flick in behind. Gives Leicester all the space, and he goes around the keeper, and calm as you like. On the right foot. No problem. No issue. The keeper might need the tissue, because after the way he just got done there, he may be crying. I'm not even lying. Anyway, 56 minute in. And Stavros, he does pretty well here. Stands his ground. And he's now using his body. This is a very, very well played by Stavros, to be fair. It's the fundamentals of football. Just get your body in front of the ball and try to force a tackle in those spots there. And Stavros has done incredibly well there. Anyway, 63rd minute on the clock. We are just under half an hour now until the game should be finished. The boys are up by 1 goal. They're probably looking to get another because they want at least 2-goal cushion, I think, at least in the game. To, feel real comfortable. But the keeper's played a deep one. Alexi does so well here. Oh, but he does lose the ball. And that was quite a vicious tackle from Alexi. I'm not going to lie, he's hacked at the player's legs there. Could have been maybe a bit more patient, but with a player like Alexi, he's very aggressive in everything he does, whether it's driving the ball up the pitch or tackling. That's just his style. You can't fault it because he's a brilliant player and that's what he does. But sometimes in those situations, you need to be a little more calmer, a little composed, and because of that, a foul has been drawn, and I believe the referee is drawing up his name on the card, and that is going to be a yellow card for Alexi. You got to remember as well, Alexi is just back from his suspension. He has obtained a few red cards, I believe. I think maybe 1 or 2 this season. But it makes up for it. It makes up for it in his ability. And this Shentree player is trying to score a wonder goal against us with the bicycle kick. But luckily, it doesn't go in. The villains fight for another day. And I believe there is going to be a sub made by the gaffer, switching up some tired legs. I believe it is going to be Stavros coming off. He's worked very hard in these 64 minutes that he's played, running around the pitch. He's done a great service to Maida Villa in his first start, I believe, for them this season. And coming on for Stavros is going to be Kaz. So I believe that does mean Wayne will drop from the attacker mid position. He'll go into DM and Kaz will fill in the left attacker mid spot, because that's normally where he plays. And then Danny will go into the centre, filling where Wayne was once playing. Is that Pedro or was that Ronaldinho? A little back touch there. Did anyone see that? I don't know if that was intentional, but hey. And his finishing is also so clinical. And here we are. Pedro's going to be coming off for Rui. There we go. A great ball played in through to Leicester. He's one-on-one with the keeper. And look at that. The finish on his left foot. Leicester scores a second of the game. It's 3-1 to the Villa. 13 minutes left of this match. And the whole 78th minutes that we've played, the Villa have been in complete control. And that comes from the clearance of Wayne. It was meant to be a clearance, turning into a world-class pass. And Leicester with 2 players on him. No problem, no issue. Slots it, bottom corner. Composed as you like. And I mean, I keep talking about it. There's a lot of times that teams they'll play, not perform that well, and they're still able to get, results out. Every single game that we've got a result in, the boys are performing phenomenally. And there's things that are just so well they do so well for the morale of the team, because it really builds confidence, and you can really build off this momentum that you start to build. And yeah, you really got to just enjoy the journey. And I think this season, no matter how we finish it, the boys can, say that they've done themselves proud, they've worked very hard, and also they've played beautiful football. 79th minute, not long left. And the referee is given a foul for that. Rui's trying to pray to God and, try to find some answers how the ref has seen that as a foul. He's praying. He's praying. He's like, God, please, what's this ref seeing? Allow me to see what he's seeing, because to me, that was the softest free kick given in the history of free kicks. Ooh. I mean, obviously it wasn't intentional. Leicester's not that type of guy. He's a very, very nice guy. But he has caught the player behind him with, I believe, a stud. And that does not look good. And I can confirm as well that that player was bleeding from that interaction. So hopefully he's doing okay. But again, I've talked about before, the feet from Leicester's brilliant. Great passing, intricate passing in between the players of Shentree. And they're on a little counter-attack here. 86th minute, almost about to be the 87th. And the players done really well there to force a foul out of Alexi. The Shentree players are calling for a red card. We do know that Alexi's on a yellow already. Is the ref going to bring him over and just speak to him, or is he going to give him the second yellow and send him off? Let's have a look. You'd hope that is not a second yellow, but the referee has indeed given a second yellow, resulting in a red card, and Alexi has been sent off with 3 minutes of normal time to be played plus stoppage time. And as you can see, Alexi does not agree with that decision. What can I do? He says, what can I do? Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do at this moment. But what can the Villa do? They can concede. An awkward bounce from the free kick. That wasn't even meant to be a shot. It just bounced very awkwardly in front of Kieran. And maybe a bit of miscommunication between the defenders and the keeper. And with the game about to be finished, 3-2 the score. Danny is going to come off for Tay. He's going to fill in at left back where Rui is playing, and Rui is going to go back to his original position. And man of the match, I have to give it to Danny. I know Leicester's got 2 goals. I know he also has an assist. But Danny, I have to give it to him. The work rate he's put in, he's done so well. This has to be the last kick of the game. We're very, very fortunate to not concede there. The ball whistles past the post. This will be the last kick of the game. I did mention before, they have that big man in the middle. They have a lot of aerial threats. Can the boys hold out here and secure the 3 points? Last minute, last kick of the game surely. Just defend this, clear it out, whatever you got to do, villains. And let's secure this 3 points. It's whipped in from the corner. And Shentree Athletic have found a way to equalise in the dying embers of the game. With the boys playing so well the entirety of the game. Being the most dominant team, holding possession, finding the cute passes between the players, and scoring some absolutely beautiful goals. The last minutes, they've crumbled and is now 3-3 from 3 points to 1. Just unfortunate, and that is going to be the end of the game. 3-3. The boys ain't going to be happy with that, but anyway, just got to move on, learn from it, and I guess we'll see these guys at home. Unfortunate loss, but anyway, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.